Welcome. These are the LG Tone Free FP8, the FP8s. So if you know me, you know that I'm a Sony fan and I've used the Sony WF-1000XM3s for the last 2 years, over 2 years now, since 2019. So over 2 years. And I've enjoyed every bit of it. This still sounds really good. For headphones and for business calls, I use the Jabra Evolve 285. These are business class headsets with microphone. And they are my daily driver for everything, calls and meetings and all that kinds of things work. They are business class headsets. But can I tell you a secret? When I want to listen to good music, even though these are over-ear headphones and they sound good, they do not sound as good as these tiny little earbuds from Sony. They really sound good. The 1000XM4s, the newer models are out, but I tell you, these really sound good. But I've used them for over 2 years and I have to retire them. And I've been in the market trying to find out what's best for my use case. And after so much research, I got the FP8s from LG. Now I'll tell you why I got LGs. And I'll also tell you why the FP8s as against the FP9, which are supposed to be like a slightly higher spec. I don't really think they're higher, but I'll tell you why I got the FP8s and why I went for LG. We have Apple, we have Sony's, the 1000XM4s, which are like the best. We have Bose, we have all kinds of very good headsets, earpods out there. But why did I go for these? So let's talk about these for a brief. So on the case, it's written the LG Tone Free FP8s. It's got a few features on it. Let's just look at what's written on the case. I don't know if you can see that very well. Yeah. So it's got Meridian Sound. So the sound here is tuned by Meridian, which is a British sound company that apparently should be very good. We're going to put it to the test and see. It's got flex action bass, which is like an extra bass feature. 3 microphones on each of the earpods, or earbuds, I should say. These FP8s have wireless charging, and that's for short why I chose the FP8 as against the FP9s. The FP9s do not have wireless charging, but they do have what they call plug and wireless, which is a feature where you can, if you have any music source or media source that is not Bluetooth, you can plug a 3.5mm cable from the source to the case of the buds, and it can transmit that music, that signal via Bluetooth to the buds themselves. So that's a feature that is the difference basically between the FP9s and the FP8s. But to achieve that plug and wireless feature for the FP9, they had to sacrifice on wireless charging on the case. So you have to make a choice if you prefer wireless charging or you prefer the plug and wireless. If you have old devices that do not have Bluetooth to transmit sound, or if you fly on the plane regularly and you know there's no Bluetooth on the plane sound system and you want to use your pods to listen. I don't really fancy that feature. If I travel, I'm going to wear an over-ear headphones and they've got cable and the adapter for the plane, so I'm going to use this when I travel. And I don't have any other device. All my laptops, they've got Bluetooth. I don't have any device. I don't play games. I don't have consoles. But if you have gaming consoles that do not transmit sound via Bluetooth and you want to use wired and then get it on your earpods or earbuds, you can buy the FP9s. Apart from that, they are identically the same. They have every feature the same, apart from this having wireless charging on the case and the FP9s having the plug and wireless feature. Okay, but I chose wireless charging because that's what I like, that's what I need, and we're going to put it to the test. What else does it say on the case? It says it's got, like I said, wireless charging, fast charging. So for 5 minutes, you get up to 1 hour of playtime. And then it's got 10 hours on each of the buds, 10 hours of listening time. So that's a lot. And it's got IPX sweat and water resistance, so you can get some splash on it, sweat, get in the rain, use it in the gym. You can even go swimming with IPX4, but I would not advise you spend a lot of time in water, but it's waterproof basically. What other feature is on the case before we unbox it? Let's just look at a few of the key things that LG says on their website for this. Let's see if we're missing out anything. It's got the enhanced sound. It's got immersive sound. So that's one of the presets you can put on it, and then you can get this kind of surround sound feeling. We'll put it to the test, we'll see. But the key feature, the main feature, I told you why am I going for LG. The main feature is that it's got UV Nano. It's written here, UV Nano. It kills 99.9% of bacteria. What it means is that when you place the buds in the case and you are charging it for 5 minutes, it's enough to kill 99.9% because it has UV Nano lights in it, the UVC lights. That I think every earbud should have nowadays. It's a very good feature. When you use the earbuds like I've used mine, you know, they're just host for bacteria, a lot of bacterial activity on it. So to have this feature where you just throw it into the case and plug it for 5 minutes and it will sterilize the buds and kill up to 99.9% of all the bacteria. That is just amazing. That's the main reason why I went for the LG. Apart from that, from all the reviews I've seen, it says it sounds really good. The sound tuned by Meridian should be really good. I'm going to put it to the test and I'm going to compare it to my Sony WX-1000 XM3s before I give them out. This sounds really good, really good. So I'm going to compare and see if it sounds as good as it. If it sounds anything as good as this, then it's amazing, considering that it has all the other features and it is very cheap for the price. So when I've got these Sonys, they were basically just about $250 US. These are about $150 or so US. So it is cheap. I think I got them about $120 US. So for all the features it's got, noise cancellation and everything, it's amazing. This got all the spec you want. Now I'm not sure if it's got multi-point pairing. From all the reviews I've seen, it doesn't have it, but I saw on the website that it's got multi-pair. So I'm going to put it to the test and see if it's got that. Let's see some other of the features. So the UV Nano feature is basically the main one, and the tips have got what is called medical grade hypoallergic gels on it. So it's supposed to help treat your ears and prevent any kind of allergy between your skin and the silicone. So this is supposed to be a kind of hypoallergic gel. Should sound good. I talked about the 3D sound stage and the immersive sound that it's got. So for all the specs, it's just really amazing. Fast charging, good battery life, active noise cancelling, which is supposed to be very good. I'll put it to the test. And it's got another trick. I'm going to still talk about that, and that's called the whisper mode. So what it is that you can remove one of the earbuds from your ear and put it in your, just whisper to it close to your mouth, and you can talk and hear on the other one. When you do that, if you're in a noisy place where, you know, if you're making a call from these, they cannot pick clear sound when you're in a very noisy place. No matter what kind of earbuds you have, they just don't do well in noisy environment. But with this whisper mode, I'm excited about it. I'm going to put it to the test. You're supposed to just be able to take one of the buds, put it close to your mouth and talk and whisper to it, and every other person doesn't need to hear what you're saying, so you can have some private conversation and the person on the other side will hear you clearly, and you can receive the feedback messages on the other earpod that's on your ear. So it's just feature packed. It's also got an amazing app. I'm going to set it up like I say. Let me see if there's any other feature I'm missing out. So let's talk about some of the spec. I think I saw some of the spec down here. So in terms of battery capacity, each earpod has got 68 milliamp hour battery, and the case has 390 milliamp hour battery. So the battery life should be 6 hours if you use it with noise cancelling turned on, and if noise cancelling is turned off, it should be up to 10 hours on the buds themselves. And in total, it should give you 15 hours with noise cancelling and 24 hours without when you add the life of the case. So it should give you up to 2.5 charges. Battery time or charging time is within 1 hour in the case. What else? It's got Bluetooth 5.2. It's got Google Fast Pair service. Of course, noise cancelling. What else is important? It's got the customized EQ, surround sound, Meridian EQ, fast charging, It works with Siri and the Google Assistant, of course. IPX4. The weight of the earpod, yes, that's important. So it's 5.2 grams for each earbud, and the case would weigh 39 grams. So that's light. I will see how small. Let's unbox it and let's see what's in the box. I'm excited about it. Let me get my knife. So let's see. Okay, very simplistic packaging, and this is the board themselves in the case. Let's put that aside and see what else is there. USB A to C cable and some extra gel. Yep, 2 sets, so I guess there'll be 1 set here making 3. And we've got some paperwork. Okay, so we're going to go through that and we're going to set it up later. But let's have a look quickly at the boards themselves. So first impression, it feels very light. Yeah, it's not the smallest, but it's much smaller than these giant Sonys which I've had. The newer Sonys, by the way, are much smaller than this. This is very big. So this is smaller, so it should go into my pocket. I will be able to use them in my pocket. It's got USB-C port there for charging. It's got a light to show UV Nano and another light here. So let's just do the wireless charging test and be sure. Let's drop it on the wireless charger and see if there's any light that comes on. Okay, so we can see, I don't know if you can see that. You can see the red light is charging, and the UV Nano light, the blue light, is also on. So that tells you it's charging, but it's also treating for bacteria and cleansing the boards, which is, for me, the most amazing feature of this. It's just got so much features. The whisper mode, when you can speak into the earbuds in a noisy place and you can have a private conversation. Wireless charging, noise cancellation, which is supposed to be very good. The UV Nano, which for me is the best feature. The good sound. It's just feature rich. And for $130 US, I think that's just amazing. I mean, I couldn't resist this. As much as I like the Sonys and all the others, I had to pick this. I think these are very good. If you're looking for an all-round, very good set of earbuds that gives you everything you need, I think these are what you should go for. Okay? I think these are what you should go for. Now, moment of truth, let's open it. Okay, so it's got this blue light in it just for fancy. This is not the UV Nano light because apparently the UV Nano light should be invisible. But they just put the blue light here to show you that, okay, it's got UV Nano. So it says there with Meridian, UV Nano. Let's get the buds out. So they're pretty small. I mean, if you want to compare them to the Sonys, these Sonys were really big as 2019, but I mean, see how small these are. See how small they are. Okay, so we're going to put them to the test, see how it goes, pair them. I'm going to install the app and pair it up, test it, and I'm going to do a review again. Stay with me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that so that you can know when we make new videos and you can be part of the journeys we are making with all the devices we are getting here in the studio. If you want to know any particular thing about this, please leave comments down below. Please like the video, share it with someone, and subscribe if you're not. Ding the notification bell. Yeah, that's important so you get to know when we have new videos. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.